going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel and a quick little video here on Monday to start the week because I need your guys' help. As I've talked about on our streams with the Vegas Raiders franchise, while we are going to be continuing that series and making that Raiders team into a dynasty, I have a new series that I am going to be starting. It is going to be called The Undraftables. Now, in a Raiders franchise, I think a big reason for our success is how we as a community have drafted when we've done our off-season streams. We have found some of the best. Drafted Kyle Clary, our X-Factor quarterback, 99 overall, Heisman Trophy winner out of Oregon. We drafted a superstar fullback. We drafted a UDFA grade wide receiver that became the best slot in the league. We found a 6'7" freak of nature athlete and refined him into an up-and-coming monster of a tight end. When it comes to defense, we found the ultimate cheese of nose tackle cheese in Bryce Kirkland. We found at linebacker the next Brian Urlacher. With 2 picks in our Super Bowl win, we found a 6'5" Legion of Boom-esque corner that completely changed this entire defense around. While I still think we need to reap the reward of how well we have beat this Raiders team and turn this thing into a dynasty, I think it is time to start preparing for life beyond the Raiders. I think it's time to start preparing for something a little different than our Raiders franchise. So in a series idea that's never been done before in long-form content, what if you did a franchise mode where you got all the undesirables, all the players that no one wanted? Yeah, it's fine and dandy when we can manipulate the draft board and trade up and find that first-round pick that's a top 5 talent, or that second-round pick that's a legit first-round talent, the guy that ran the fastest 40-yard dash, the lineman that put up the most reps on the bench press. But what if we did a franchise mode where every draft pick has to be a projected undrafted free agent? Every draft pick that we select was expecting to work at Enterprise Rent-A-Car. What if we could only draft the players that have the talent to play in the NFL, but the off-field baggage that leads them to believe they shouldn't step foot in the pros? And I think when we do this, and we have to build our team this way, when we find those undrafted free agents that have dev traits, it's going to be that much more special than when we do what we've done in the Raiders franchise, where we kind of get, the token good players, the guys that almost universally, as the 400 or 500 people that are watching our off-season streams agree are the absolute studs. Well, how about we make it a little harder as a community? We are dominating the draft as is. And why not all embrace the challenge of a full, in-depth, same format, 4 games per episode, fall in love with these players, seeing who can develop cupcake, earn it, from the bottom up franchise mode. Is that a challenge you're willing to accept as a community? Because it's sure as shit one that I am. So we have the plot, the premise of this series. We have the challenge of this series. We have the commitment of this series and the work that we're about to put in with a brand new franchise mode to take them from the bottom all the way up to the top, the same way we did with the Raiders, except even more challenging. But what I don't have is our franchise team. I've spent the better part of all weekend going through every single state and looking at all the different jersey options that exist. I'm going to share with you these 6. I personally will be fine with either of these 6 if you guys get a lot of momentum in the comments, voting, throwing your votes. Please vote. Also, if you've created a team that you want me to check out, or you know of a created team that I don't have listed in the 6 that you know is absolute fire, definitely shout that out as well. I will also leave a wild card 7th potential spot that if I see a team that I miss somehow and it blows me away, I might just end up picking them. But we need to decide from an aesthetic, from a aura standpoint, who is going to be our base team. So I'm going to show you these 6. We've used the COAs before in content. Please vote on these 6 and or passionately suggest that wild card 7th team that I need to consider. So first, we have the Honolulu Koas. I'm always partial to a team in Hawaii. This is made by CB Gaming. We utilized a couple of his teams last year in kind of one-off videos, and the Koas were one of my favorites. So here's a look at the jersey combos. Some of the cool jersey combos and aura combos, the fields are horrific, that I think any home game, I got old man eyes, I would get sick of. So I do unfortunately have to put a lot of weight on how the field also looks, because there's some team combos that jerseys will look incredible, and then the field's like the dumbest goddamn thing I've ever seen. So here's a look at the Koas. They have the cool little armband logo. They get the different design on the pants. I think the jersey combos are very, very solid. I love the colors. This is team option number 1. Here's another team made by CB Gaming. This one's in Alabama, the Herd. And I think just, again, some of these jerseys I will show you that are kind of over the top. This one here is a little bit more like realistically built. I like the simplicity of the field. I like the simplicity of the jerseys. I think it works. Honestly, I would say personal preference. I'm going to personally talk about my thoughts on each one of these 6 teams. I think because I've used the Coast before and I've never used the Herd, I love the simplicity. I like the colors. I love that jersey. I love the fact that there's like a wild card red jersey out of nowhere. I like the Herd. Herd would be my top dog right now of the 2 teams I've shown you. Plus, again, Alabama. I'd love to go to a place that doesn't already have an NFL team. I also don't really know who I'm going to relocate yet, but I mean, I don't think going to be that big of an issue. Going back to Hawaii for our 3rd choice. I mean, I'm always a sucker for Hawaii team. We have the Tropics. Hirschdog has made only 77 downloads. Love the simplicity of the field. Obviously, some of these logos are going to be AI. I don't personally. I get people's gripe against AI, but for this standpoint, maybe not. But look at the jersey combos. You got kind of like the Flint Tropic, Jackie Moon going on. Love the jersey. Love the teal and orange. Miami Dolphins. Love the creamsicle that we get there. All teal. Looks pretty badass, but look at these. These are my favorites. We have the floral. Look like some sort of like 90s Pro Bowl, your grandma's Chesterfield type. Like, those are incredible jerseys. 77 downloads? And you got these jerseys coming out here. Big fan of the Tropics. Love those jerseys. This might be my favorite jersey uniform combo that I'm going to show you out of all these teams. My new top dog personally right now. Tropics, number 1. Now we have our 2nd Alabama team. We have the Parade. Now, I don't know if Alabama's like the Miami Vice team, but it's like, all right, Alabama, I'm in. I'm a sucker for Vice, and these jerseys are incredibly well done. The Parade, the logo over the chest. You have those jerseys. You got the blues. I mean, it is pretty much Miami Vice. Those look really, really cool with the bright blues. Those purples are absolutely wild. I think these jerseys would pop incredibly well off of a YouTube thumbnail. However, I will say, don't know if like Alabama, down south, would be absolutely messing with the Miami Vice unis, but strong contender. Our 4th option here is another creation from CB Gaming. Go check out his YouTube channel. It's exactly that. He made the Utah Yetis. So it fits the parameters. Like, I'm looking for a place that doesn't have a team. I love the field. This might be my favorite field design out of all the options I'm going to be showing you. I think maybe it would have been better to have like a Yeti logo, like a funny Yeti, but I get the mountains. It looks clean. And I think much like the Alabama team that he created, it looks like a team that you would see in from a Madden created team standpoint, like something that would already be put in the game, which I say is like a positive. Like, it's not incredibly over the top. I love those orange jerseys as well. I love the combo. I'm a sucker for orange and black. I've always been, on board with, the Oregon State, Oklahoma State kind of colorways. And that one there looks real, real clean. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Nighthawks. That custom team that's been in Madden the last couple of years. We've done plenty of Nighthawks franchise. So I'm a big fan of the colors here. Another terrific option. Shout out CB Gaming. I had to throw a Canadian option out there as a Canadian. We have the Toronto Trash Pandas. I think, it looks cool. I think it's, for me, it's the name, the Canadian location. The field's clean, very simple. The jerseys are pretty good. Not necessarily something over the top, but something that I think could absolutely work. So shout out Ted A. Only 13 downloads on his Toronto Trash Pandas. But if you have teams like this one, like I never really would go with this one. I think the field kind of hurts a little bit, but like the work is incredible. The Tokyo Cherry Blossoms. Like, look at that jersey. That white jersey there with like the petals. Like, that is incredible work. So if you know any jerseys and any team builds that might look like this, that I'm completely sleeping on, that are so well done, please let me know in the comment section below, because I want to make sure we pick the coolest team. The team with the most aura. The team with the most sex appeal. So please, in the comment section below, fellas, vote on the teams that I showed you. If you are going to suggest a team, by all means. There could be someone out here that suggests I get a team from, the Manchester Mad Hatters or something stupid like that. And I look at it and it's like, this is it. This is the perfect team. So if I'm sleeping on a custom team builder team that exists on the Madden 26 share, let me know. Also, if you are doing that suggestion, still comment on one of the 6 teams so I have that data to go off of. But we need to get the perfect aura for our brand new main channel franchise mode. Once we complete, because we're going to complete the dynasty with the Raiders, it's going to take over as our main squeeze. And it is a challenge that has never been done for in a main channel franchise mode. And we're going to make it the best thing going. So let me know in the comments. I'm going to get this team figured out. And we're going to have the first episode drop by the end of the week. I literally spent hours kind of going through all of the UDFA guys that are in-game right now as rookies. Those are going to be our base roster. It is so much worse than kind of like when we make that base cheesy roster for like a pink slip series. The challenge is going to be real. It is going to be the most challenging without being like 0 overall franchise mode. That's been done 10 trillion times here on YouTube. I think we got a great series on our hand, and I'm just looking for you guys. Give me a little vote, little feedback, little suggestions so we can make this franchise the best as it could be. That'll do for me today, guys. Thank you very much. Till next time, it's your boy C4. Same peace, I love you.